Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Daily Dish podcast on Spice TV. I'm your host, Adeze Adwaka, and joining me on today's episode is reality superstar Doyin. Hey! Hi. How are you? Oh, thank you so much. I love your hair. That color. I think we're matching.
Right, the hair and the...
Yes, please. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Tell us, what have you been up to?
Been busy. Doyin's Corner. I have a podcast called Doyin's Corner, so I've been shooting that.
Okay.
And of course, working with brands and hosting. Yeah, basically that.
Okay, let's talk about your life as a reality TV star. What inspired you to go into the Big Brother house?
I was just tired of my life at the time. Like, not tired of life, like I wanted to die. No. Like, I was just tired of the routine. I was doing a 9 to 5 before, and it was just boring. And I was just sick of it. And I just wanted a lot more money, to be honest. So I was like, you know what? There's no way this is going to give me a lot of money. So I'm like, when the opportunity came, I'm like, let me try this. You never know. So.
But why reality TV? There are 1,000 of other things you could have done. Maybe start up a business or do something different. Right. Why reality TV?
Because I know that I have a lot of personality, and I know that I'm meant for TV. And I know that I used to tell my family members before that I feel like God created me for people to watch me.
Oh, shit.
I used to always say that. So, I mean, why not reality TV? I don't even watch movies in general. I only do like reality TV. I only watch reality TV shows. So I wanted to be on one myself.
Wow. And I think we loved watching you on TV.
Are you sure?
Of course. We did now. Haba. It's not you, Joey. It's you.
Thank you.
Now, there are a lot of sides to, being on the spotlight like that, especially when you've shown your, various sides to people. It's a lot of people watching and they're seeing your vulnerable side. They're seeing, so many sides of you. Now, the good, the bad side, right? What would you say you've learned and, taken from your experiences that you've had as a reality TV star? What have you learned so far, having that experience?
I think the first thing I learned was, first of all, I talk too much.
Confession time, guys.
I figured out when I came out of the house.
Did you watch yourself when you left the house?
I've seen a few clips here and there, but I haven't really sat down to watch the whole thing in a stretch. Okay. But I've seen a few clips. And
so when you were seeing, you were like, do I talk this much?
It wasn't even what I watched. It was immediately I came out, I saw my mom and she was like, you talk a lot.
No way. I'll be like, no.
She was like, no, I already had an idea before the house that I talk a lot. Because my friends would always say, don't you like talk? You like talk? But I didn't know it was that much. Yeah. So coming out of the show, that was the first thing I realized. I'm like, okay, you're talkative. And I've accepted that and it's okay. The second thing is I'm very trusting. I'm too trusting. I need to take my time to get to know people before I start, trusting and, just offering blind loyalty. That's something that I do. I just always feel like, when I meet somebody, I just want to be nice to them. And if I give you my word, I've given you my word.
Yeah.
But I realize that a lot of people are not like that. So now I've learned how to start playing mind games and start
doing all of those things. Yeah. And it's so stressful. You're like, I just want to be me. Why do people have to make me be like this?
Exactly.
So did you realize that after you left the house that, okay, you shouldn't be trusting of people, or that's how you just decided to, keep yourself generally as a person?
I realized that outside the house. In the house, I was very trusting. I would say something I would say, oh, I won't nominate you. And I really wouldn't nominate them. But they would also say they wouldn't nominate me, and then they would go there and nominate me.
People are evil.
I'm telling you. Yeah. And it's not just, I realized that, a lot of Nigerians have this survival mentality. They don't lead with love. So it's either you're leading with love or you're leading with survival. And I realized that a lot of people have that survival mentality. So their words don't really mean much. Yeah. If they give you the word, it means nothing to them. They're just
it's all for themselves.
Let me just get ahead of you, that kind of thing. So I realized that also, coming out of the show. But now I know better, and I know how to navigate, relationships with people. And
So with all this your experience, if they give you the opportunity to go back to the house, would you go again?
I don't know, because I actually like being watched, to be honest. So
what are your experience in the house? Did you enjoy being in the house?
there were tough times in the house, of course, but for the most part, yes, actually. It didn't really feel like I was doing anything
Different.
too stressful. It just felt like I was living my life. Maybe days where I was very upset and, I couldn't get away. The way the house is, it's not like you can be upset and drive or take a walk. You have to be there. Those were the only times I felt like, oh my, I don't even want to be here anymore. But like, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I think I would go again, honestly. Yeah, I'll just go for the fun of it.
Sounds interesting. Okay.
And to irritate more people, because a lot of people are like irritated by me, but they will choke because I'm not going
There are
anywhere.
people that love you. I mean.
Of course, I know that, and I appreciate them.
Okay, now let's talk about Doyin's Corner. You just talked about your podcast. What inspired you to start a podcast?
My love for talk. I like talking.
Talk.
I'm telling you, cho.
Cha.
I just like having conversations, really like meaningful conversations. I like sitting down. I like people. I like, talking to people. That was what started it. And I just felt like, I'm very outspoken. I like it when people hear my opinion about things. And honestly, I feel like I have very good opinions about a lot of things.
Okay.
So I'm like, why not? I mean, there are a lot of like people that are not so smart, so maybe I can enlighten them a little bit.
Okay. Now, is this something you want to do for a long term or?
I'm hopeful that I can do it for a long time. Maybe not too long, to be honest, but yeah, maybe for a few more years.
So are you doing it just for the passion? Do you think there's, any monetary,
Of course. Like, I mean, when you have a podcast, you have brands reach out to you, say, I want to, advertise here. I want to. So, of course, I make money from it too. Okay. But even if I didn't make any money from it, I would still do it because I actually genuinely love having conversations. So, I enjoy it.
Fantastic. Now, if we had to choose, between being a media person and just being like a normal person, which one would you choose?
I would be a normal person with the money that the media can give me. Does that make sense? Like, if I could be...
No. Choose one. Do you want to live a normal life or do you love your life as a media personality?
I don't like fame at all. Because I feel like it limits... Yeah, because I wanted money. Money. That's what I wanted.
But then it comes with the fame.
Yeah, but like... Because I had to pick the fame with the money. If I could just get the money alone, and just have my family members watch me and my friends watch me. There's also a possibility
of you not winning because,
of course, but it's not about the money. I'm saying is not from winning. You make money from the show regardless.
True. Yeah, other games and all of those things.
Apart from even the games, when you come out of the house, if you sell yourself properly, in the house, you can make that price money and tell people a lot. There's a lot of money to be made on social media. So for me, that's why I did it.
You're right.
But if you're asking me, I think I would rather have a normal life because there's a lot of things that come to it. Having fame, it's not the best thing, to be honest.
Normal life, yeah.
Normal life. Normal life with plenty money.
With plenty money. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, you're also a brand influencer.
Yeah.
Right? What would be your advice to those who want to go into that field of brand influencing?
Always find a way to stand out. There are a lot of people doing it now. So you have to find a way. Yeah.
Everybody's an influencer.
It's everywhere.
Now.
Everybody's an influencer. Yeah. So you have to find a way to stand out. Know what kind of brands you want to, be affiliated with, and always do more than you're paid to do. I always say, if they pay you 1 million naira to do something, do more than it. Let them be wondering like, oh, it was just 1 million we gave to this girl. And just be consistent and you get there.
Interesting. Now let's talk about your life as an influencer and, having your podcast. How do you keep your audience engaged? Like, how do you make your posts and everything that is all about you out there, entertaining and, make people come back and say, okay, I want to see more of Doyin in the future?
Honestly, I don't know how I keep them engaged. I don't know. I just feel like...
You're always in the news. You're always in the news.
The thing is, this is not even intentional. Once I open, it's like everything I say is strange. That's another thing I realized. Like, whenever I open my mouth to say something, to me it's normal. To me, I'm thinking this is not newsworthy. To me, I'm thinking, everybody knows this.
Spitting facts. Yeah, you're just saying your mind.
But then people are hearing it and they're like, this girl is saying this thing. So I think maybe I'm just a very surprising person. Maybe my thought process is not very common. So people are always very like, oh, is this how she thinks? So I don't know, maybe. But it's not anything intentional.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're learning from that now. This is Doyin, and
Yeah.
she's just telling you her mind, right?
100%.
Take it or leave it.
100%. Take it or leave it.
Now, you're known for spreading kindness to people, right?
Am I?
Yeah,
I love that. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
You know, things that you think are just normal and you just spit out. A lot of people can relate to them. Trust me. There are people that will come out and bash you, right? But there are also people who can relate and say, okay, yes,
Absolutely.
I'm in support of Doyin. I love what she's doing. I love what she's saying. Oh, she's speaking my mind too. So doing that, you're spreading some sort of kindness to people and some sort of awareness to some people who don't even know things like this exist. Now, what would be your advice to people like that? People who, have opinions that they want to speak out. You said your thing and your strength is talking.
Right.
Some people have a lot to spit out, but they're like, what people say, what are they going to be their opinions about me? So what would be your advice to people who are that way? People who are shielded because of, what other people have to say about them.
I was going to say, just speak your mind, talk your talk, right? But that would be bad advice because the truth is it comes with some backlash. That's the truth. And not everybody can deal with that backlash. So I would say, assess the environment you're in, assess the people that are there, and ask yourself honestly, can I take the heat?
If it comes, right?
If I say this thing and people don't like it, can I take the heat? I can. I'll say whatever I want to say. I don't really care. You're not feeding me. But not many people can. So if you're sure you can take the heat, then by all means, don't ever let anybody shut you up. Always speak your mind. Always say whatever you want to say. But also, you can speak your mind and speak rubbish. So always think about what you want to say, twice before you say it. And if you can take the heat, say it. But if you can't, just keep a journal.
I know, right?
Write your thoughts out. Yeah, because there's a lot of heat. Trust me.
Talking about taking the heat, social media has become a thing, right? For you as a brand influencer, being a reality TV star, being, having your own podcast, how do you think social media has affected you as a person and your job in general?
For me, social media has been a blessing. An absolute blessing to my life. I'm telling you.
100%?
Not 100%, of course. There's been negative comments about me. A lot of negative comments about me, actually. But if I compare the good and the bad, for me, the good outweighs the bad by a mile. I can't even compare. In terms of my finances, first of all, that's
money.
Money, and it's always money first. And, I can't complain about that department at all. I'm so grateful to God. And it's all thanks to social media. But of course, there's been some, negative sides to it. Coming out of the house, I came out to a lot of backlash. Yeah, and it's almost, I'll be a liar if I sit here and I say it didn't affect me at all. It almost affected
You're human,
me.
Of course you should.
There's certain things people will say about you that if they say it often enough, over time you start to believe it about yourself. I saw a lot of things. I started asking myself, I might really like this. So it took me, spending time with people that I've known before the show, people that know me and, can speak life into me to just remind me who I am, tell me, so I had to deal with that a little bit. So, yeah, it's been good and bad, but more good than bad.
Talking about the backlash that you receive, how have you been able to handle all of that? Because I know it can be crazy. Have you been able to handle backlash from people on social media?
Honestly, right now, I don't even read comments at all.
Okay.
Both comments under my post or comments on blogs. So if you're insulting me, you're just talking to yourself and your people at home because I'm not even seeing it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I've learned. I don't read comments at all. And, there's no way I can completely escape these comments. Sometimes I see them, but I just surround myself with people that love me. And I also really know who I am. I have a very strong sense of self. You cannot tell me something about myself that I don't already know. So if you're saying something that, I know is not true about me, I just know you're being delusional.
True.
You don't know what you're talking about. So I'm just like, okay, this is just one jobless person that is going through the struggles of Nigeria. I'm not your problem. Face Tinubu. So yeah, and that's just what I do, and I move on with my life.
Okay. What has been your relationship so far with, your former housemates, friends that you left behind before entering the house? What's your relationship with all of them right now?
My friends before going into the house were still great. We still speak. Most of them are not in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was just about to relocate also to start practicing in the UK before I went on the show.
Practicing what? Tell us.
Radiology.
Oh, a lot of people don't know that you studied that. And you wanted to,
so I'm a medical radiographer. I was practicing for 5 years before the show.
Nice.
So I was just about to relocate when the Big Brother thing happened. So most of my friends are gone now, but we still speak. And when I travel, I see them also. But for the housemates, we're cordial. That's it. We're cordial. There's no tight friendship. There's nothing. spent our time in the house, and we're all living our individual lives now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, doesn't sound bad. What does the future hold for Doyin? What are you going to be up to soon? Tell us. Are there any upcoming projects? What's happening?
Upcoming projects at the moment, none that I can think of. It's just still the same thing I'm doing. Doyin's Corner, brand influencing, hosting. That's it. Eventually, I want to go back to radiology because when I was doing that, I just felt more fulfilled. It felt like I was doing something with my life. That's one thing I've struggled with since I got into this space. I just feel like even though I'm making more money, it just feels like I'm wasting my time. Like, it just feels like I'm wasting away, like I'm not doing anything fulfilling. That's something I've really, really missed. So I know that at some point I would go back into that. So that's definitely in the long-term plan.
Yeah.
And
media is fulfilling, my darling. I mean, your podcast is going well, but I mean, I understand what you mean.
I went from taking care of sick people and, doing MRIs for cancer patients and checking the progress of the tumor and everything. I went from doing that to taking pictures. So it's
like, what am I even doing?
Sometimes I just feel like I'm not doing anything with my life. I just don't feel as fulfilled as I felt then. So I know that I have to go back to the profession at some point.
But my love, whether you're doing
but
that
I won't be in
not,
Nigeria. I'm not doing it here.
But I just want to tell you that whether you're doing the radiology thing or not, I just want to tell you that you're a beautiful person, and this whole media thing is still very fulfilling. I think you should just find your happiness while doing it. Since you enjoy really talking, just take it upon yourself and be like, okay, I'm enjoying doing this. Let me just keep doing it for it till, I'm able to do, the other career that you just talked about. So the whole hosting thing, being a media person, is just you being intentional about it and putting your mind to it and just being happy while doing it. Right?
I'm happy, but I'm not fulfilled.
You're not fulfilled.
Yeah. There's just this feeling of I'm doing something important with my life. I want to feel that way.
Okay.
So now what I do, because I don't feel as fulfilled, is I try to help, like give money out. That makes me feel a bit more fulfilled than if I was just taking pictures. And so for me, I need that sense of fulfillment for me to be able to.
And that's the only place you can get it. You think?
Maybe that and giving.
Yeah,
giving also helps me feel that way.
Okay, not bad. I enjoyed speaking with you today, Doyin. Do you have anything to say to your fans that are watching?
Yeah, to everybody that has ever supported me, I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much. And I love you guys so much. And to the haters.
No haters. No haters, please. We love you, Doyin. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. We'd love to have you again.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we have come to the end of yet another exciting episode of the Daily Dish podcast on Spice TV. I remain your host, Adeze Atwaka, and until the next episode, have a lovely time. Bye.